So, burnout. Burnout is real. And it may happen to you. Maybe it's happening to you right now. And even though it's uncomfortable, and if we're in a life situation where we're supposed and we must be productive because XYZ, it's a difficult thing, but I just want to say it's real. And we have to find a way to observe rather than judge, to be kind with ourselves, and to say, I hear you, I see you, I know that I've required so much of you that wasn't good, but I was doing my best, and now I hear you, and you're allowed to tell me that you will not agree anymore, and that it's not that you're betraying me, it's that now we're going to start working together. Our brains, our bodies are talking to us. If we're in a burnout, it's a result of a long time of not hearing and not being aware and not having the ability. When we don't give ourselves, it's like getting sick. When we don't allow ourselves to rest, at some point the body or the mind say, well, if you can't do it of your own volition, I will make sure that you do, because what we've been doing is not sustainable and will not be accepted anymore. So it is what it is. Through it and on the other side of it, we will have learned something that will be better for us. Our lives will be better for it. Hey, beautiful. How are you doing today? So I want to talk about burnout and a little bit of the shame of the idea of a burnout, because that's what I'm experiencing right now. I've talked in my previous video of some of the things I'm doing right now. You can check it out. I'm not quite organized in my mind right now. My brain and my mind are now refusing to cooperate. They are not accepting to do the things that I would want them to do. And they have gone on strike. They have said, nope, no more. We are not taking these working conditions and living conditions anymore. It just ain't gonna work. And I think that it's something, I don't know if it happens more, but maybe in a slightly different way for those of us who are neurodivergent, who are highly sensitive, on the, highly functioning autistic, because when it hits, it hits. And I think that we have learned throughout our lives to mask and adapt and push in order to fit and be accepted and function and be seen in this world. We have learned to behave and require our minds and our brains to work in ways that are not natural to them. And at some point, when it's just been too much, and maybe it comes at a point when we become more aware. Maybe I think that could be the case with me, that the more I learn of my neurodivergence and that I see how it has affected my life and what I've asked of myself, and I start observing how my brain works and what is unnatural and what I require of it that what used to be a silent cry has now become a very loud one. And it's the part of me that is saying, I won't do this anymore. It's not the me personality, Annie. It's the innermost me that is saying, now that you're aware of how I am designed, you can hear me. And I will now refuse to do the things that are not aligned and that are contrary to my nature and what I was designed to be in this world. And I am fascinated right now. I'm a little bit bummed, but I am more fascinated than ashamed. Yeah, I'm ashamed a little bit because it's embarrassing. Even here, I don't even want to admit how many hours I'm actually up out of a 24-hour period. I'm not even going to tell you because it's like, it sounds crazy, but it's not a lot, which is why I'm really proud of the decision to come and hike every morning as soon as I get out of bed, because after that, whatever I do for the rest of the day, I know that I've done something good for me, and it matters less that after, if I can't function after, at least I know that I've done this, and this is replenishing, and I know this is taking care of myself, body, mind, brain, soul. But I am fascinated. I try to look at my emails. I'll get out of bed watching TV and all that, and I'll say, oh, I've got a little bit of energy. I'm going to turn on my computer and look at a few things and reply to a few things. And the minute I look at my emails and just delete a few of the junk mail, I can't do more than that. And I say, oh my God, I can't even look at this. I can't even reply. And I close my laptop. The other day, I was at a store picking up prescription. And then I had a few things to buy, like a box of Kleenex, dish soap, and just like 3-4 things. And after I picked up the prescription, I started going through the aisle to pick up something, and I realized, oh my God, I'm almost about to have a panic attack. I can't do it. My mind, my body cannot take the environment, cannot take the thinking of selecting the things and going through the aisles. Anyway, and I just told myself, it's okay. It's okay, like, don't fight it. It is what it is. Just get out of the store, you can come back another day. Another thing that one kind of really fascinates me. I give myself injections twice a week, and Monday and Thursdays. And Saturday night, part of my brain tells me, Annie, tomorrow is Monday. Get your stuff ready so that you don't forget tomorrow morning. And another part of my brain is telling me, hey, tomorrow morning, Annie, you could go do that hike because it's Sunday and, it's a good day to do that one trail. And so I get up on Sunday morning. I see my things that I need to do. Figure I'll do it when I come back from my trail. And I go out and I think, oh, wow, it's great. No cars out. There's nobody. It's Sunday. You can feel it when it's Sunday. There's no activity. Everything is kind of different. And I am enjoying it being Sunday. And I tell myself, okay, tomorrow's Monday. Maybe I'm capable of doing a little bit of something tomorrow. And then I get back to the house and I go and I see my paraphernalia for my medication, and I say, good, it's Monday, it's time for you to do this. Good thing you remembered. So at the same time, it's not like thinking on Tuesday, thinking it's Wednesday, and it's like, oh, I thought all day that it was Wednesday or whatever. No, at the same time, concurrently, my brain was telling me it was both Monday and Sunday. And both of them made sense. And I took some action on both premises, on both realities. And later in the day, I realized, oh my God, I just took my medication and we are Sunday. And I was like, wow, 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 wow. So, burnout. What I want to say is that for those of us who push, who are neurodivergent, because that's who I am, so that's who I'll speak to, burnout is real. And it may happen to you, maybe it's happening to you right now. And even though it's uncomfortable, and if we're in a life situation where we're supposed and we must be productive because XYZ, it's a difficult thing, but I just want to say it's real. And we have to find a way to observe rather than judge, to be kind with ourselves, and to say, I hear you, I see you, I know that I've required so much of you that wasn't good, but I was doing my best, and now I hear you, and you're allowed to tell me that you will not agree anymore, and that it's not that you're betraying me, it's that now we're going to start working together, and we're going to start being friends instead of ignoring each other or whatever unhealthier relationship, lack of awareness, let's put it this way. So we have to, by observing rather than, like, instead of panicking with what my brain is doing these days, I'm like, okay, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 3 days, maybe in a week, I will have an hour or 2 hours where I'll be up to doing something, and I will do it. And in the meantime, it's like, let's accept. I don't know if you're getting anything out of this. My brain's not working right. But I still wanted to make a video. See, I'm still doing something. And if this ends up on YouTube and you're watching, it means I actually took the time to do it, which is a big plus. Anyway, just let's be kind to ourselves. Our brains, our bodies are talking to us. If we're in a burnout, it's a result of a long, long time of not hearing and not being aware and not having the ability. You know, when we don't give ourselves, it's like getting sick. You know, when we don't allow ourselves to rest, at some point the body or the mind say, well, if you can't do it of your own volition, I will make sure that you do, because what we've been doing is not sustainable and will not be accepted anymore. So it is what it is. Through it and on the other side of it, we will have learned something that will be better for us. Our lives will be better for it. And like I said in my previous video, try to do one thing, maybe in the morning, because this way, even if for the rest of the day you can't do anything to be proud of, you can still accept and say it's okay and be kind. But if you can get up in the morning before thinking, before anxiety, before exhaustion comes in, just do something. That's one thing that is possible to do. And the rest is, let's just take it one day at a time and know that it's our body and our minds that are saying we need a break, we need to heal, we need to rebuild, and we need to hear that and to embrace it, even if it's contrary to everything we believe we should be able to do. Those are my thoughts right now on this wonderful trail that I went out before sunrise. I know I am so privileged, but check this out. Yep. Pretty amazing. So now I can go back to the house and know that I did this for my mind, for my soul, for my body, exercise, and the rest of the day will be what it will be. Be kind to yourself. I love you. That's it.